Top 10 Star Wars Villains. Either if it's Star Wars or any other series, the villains never fail to hold a special place in the heart of audiences. Typically, there will always be a hero to save the day, but it's the evil brains of the bad guys that initiate the thrill in the film. Even when judging the series or movie, focusing on the villain has to be our favorite part, am I right? Likewise, Star Wars can never be complete without supervillains. The wicked souls, with their immense greed to conquer the galaxy, are itself the climax of the whole Star Wars saga. So today, in this video of top Star Wars moments, we're going to be going through the top 10 bad guys of the Star Wars series. Hope we get them all correct. Stay tuned and enjoy the video. Number 10. Supreme Leader Snoke. Fabricated by other ultimate wicked souls, the Snoke was born. This disfigured, ugly-looking form with non-appealing features was created by Darth Sidious and the Sith Eternal. He was also a clone of Palpatine. Snoke was the person behind the mischievous switch of Ben Solo turning into the dark side. Snoke's first appearance begins in The Force Awakens, and pretty sure most of the fans had a gross impression of the guy. Not only did he become a secretive, intelligent, and strong worshiper and master the dark side, he was also Force sensitive. But eventually, this evil personality with a ruined appearance gets cut in half by Kylo Ren. 9. Darth Maul. Beginning as a fierce, cool-looking villain in The Phantom Menace, Maul has since become a more fascinating, well-developed, and tragic figure. One of his best scenes is without a doubt the three-way battle with the Jedi. Not gonna lie, the guy is insanely great at lightsaber fights. From a young age itself, Darth Maul was recruited by the Dark Lord of the Sith, Darth Sidious. But with the passage of time, he grows up being stronger and more powerful. In addition to it, he was also a great assassin. The big guy did survive somehow after being cut in half by Obi-Wan Kenobi. 8. Count Dooku. This Force-sensitive human male made his first appearance in Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. The former Jedi Master who was trained by Master Yoda was a probationer of Qui-Gon Jinn, but turned on to the dark side of the Force, believing he could utilize it to become more villainous and cruel. However, he was wrong, as it was just the calling of the dark side that then caused him to become the probationer of Sidious. But before even the character got highly exposed, he was killed so easily by Anakin Skywalker. But what is interesting about this guy is that he had a very brilliant and idealistic plan of using both Sith and Jedi for rebuilding the Republic efficiently. 7. Jango Fett. The cool and cunning personality of Jango Fett is acknowledged by every Star Wars lovers. We all know how much of a dangerous and talented bounty hunter he is, most probably the best from the Star Wars franchise. Even though he is in high demand among people, his profit motive attitude and perfectly doing the job is not really an easy challenge to find in most bounty hunters. Quick-witted and cunning at the same time, he also has potential in learning different languages. His Durasteel alloy armor, packed with guns and missiles, also makes it clear for us to understand his seriously mentality towards his job. 6. General Grievous. General Grievous is undoubtedly the best in his profession. From his skillful way of speaking to his immoral acts, Grievous is also responsible for the death of a lot of Jedis, including a number of Padawans and clone troopers. This evil-minded general isn't even bothered to be concerned about sacrificing others to get his way of things, and often exploits the Jedi's empathy for their soldiers. Grievous is also a bit embarrassed being a cyborg, even though he said his flesh was weak. The gruesome man was determined to compare and fight with the Jedis. His manipulative behavior towards others for making his own wish come true also proves how much of a brute he is. 5. Jabba the Hutt. Jabba the Hutt is a huge blob of fat that can barely move around, but that does not stop him from torturing others and taking great pleasure from it. The fat mess is more than 600 years old, but did appear as a crime lord as he did illegal trafficking of smuggled products, handled contraband, and even traded slaves. Jabba's perverted behavior and lewd mindset led him to making his female slaves dress indecently for his little dirty leisure. But that's also the reason behind his suffocating death, as Princess Leia, being one of his slaves, strangled him with the chain tied onto her. The manipulative mentality, along with his dirty tricks, indeed has always helped him escape. 4. Grand Moff Tarkin. Governor Wilhuff Tarkin was first portrayed in the 1977 Star Wars film. Wilhuff Tarkin was a highly manipulative, reckless, cunning, fierce, clever, and heartless man. He was also quite sharp-witted. Ever since childhood, he was taught by his family that life was a continuous suffering that should be tolerated. With intelligence and power, the weak can be controlled and commanded upon. Although he's on the same side as the rest of the Star Wars heroes, he might be a bit arrogant and hostile towards the Jedis. Soon, death finds him when the Death Star gets destroyed. However, Grand Moff Tarkin was not always this cruel and wicked. He was determined to work hard and put all effort on achieving his goal. But Emperor Palpatine, being the king of evil himself, has exploited Tarkin for his own gain. 3. Kylo Ren. Kylo Ren is a major antagonist in the Star Wars franchise, which was introduced in the 2015 Star Wars film The Force Awakens. The extremely wrathful and hot-headed personality manipulated Rey to team up with him and together rule the galaxy. Ren looked up to his paternal grandfather, Anakin Skywalker, and admired him a lot. Although, unlike his granddad, Ren always failed to control his emotions and would rage out every now and then. In spite of this, he carries on his bond to Vader into adulthood, craving to sustain the Sith Lord's legacy by crushing all the Jedi. He even murdered his father Han Solo after giving him hope to return to the light side. He also kills Snoke to take over as the new Supreme Leader. 2. Darth Vader. Choosing between Vader and Palpatine is a bit of a confusion, but Vader tops second due to the exposing his real identity as Anakin Skywalker at the end of Return of the Jedi. Well, we have to give it up to Vader, ruthlessly killing thousands of countless victims, destroying everyone who stands in his way, and being the main cause of mishaps throughout the series. The guy is pretty evil-minded and has darkness within him. Though he did have a bit of compassion for finally knowing his son Luke, he himself got manipulated towards the dark side. The good guy in Darth Vader eventually faded out once he lost his wife and mother and turned out to be one of the most powerful and destructive characters ever. 1. Emperor Palpatine. The nasty old brat tops the first position in this list. Also known as Darth Sidious, he appears as the main antagonist in the Skywalker saga, along with other Star Wars comic books and series. He is an immensely powerful Sith Lord and the ruler of the Galactic Empire. He is also a murderous, power-hungry psychopath whose only true goal was to take control of the galaxy. Sidious destroyed anyone in cold blood if they ever lacked obedience, and he showed no kindness or trust to anyone. His unpleasant attempts of turning good people to the dark side never failed. His so-called greed and raving attitude of summoning the galaxy with his own hands was his biggest plan and was really strong-willed for that. No one can ever forget the scene of Palpatine killing Darth Vader. It was really sad for the fans getting their favorite supervillain murdered. And with that, we have come to the end of the video. Hope we got all that right, but if there are fans who believe that more villains in Star Wars, let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, go smash the like button and subscribe button. For more daily videos, click on the notification bell. Stay tuned until we're back with another Star Wars video. Goodbye.